Good evening, Sensei sir.
Good evening, and it's exactly 7:30. So good evening to everyone, all the leaders and coaches who are there from different parts of India and other countries. Welcome on board. This is Recharge in English. So we're going to be here for the next 90 minutes, and you are absolutely free to ask me any questions with regards to leadership. It could be something to do with your business, your personal development, your mastery, your self-mastery, and so forth. Any question with regarding to business would also be addressed from a leadership perspective rather than from your own business perspective. So time starts now. Go ahead and feel free to ask me any questions.
Okay, sir.
Hi, Dr. Rati. Nice to see you after quite some time.
Thank you, Sensei. Actually, still I'm at the airport. I had to come to Gurgaon for certain reasons. Yeah, so I'm just flying back to Bangalore now. So I'm at the airport, so thought of utilizing the time, and I should not miss this class because I was already out of everything.
Good. This is the quality of learners. Learners, they don't look where they are sitting. They don't look for the location. Am I right? Learners don't look for the location. They can learn from anywhere. That's called the freedom of learning and the freedom of location. Absolutely. Yeah. Good.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Okay. Go ahead. Any questions? Go ahead. So don't waste your time. I'm here for you, though I'm not well, but still I'm there for you. So just go ahead. You may ask me any questions and I would be more than happy to address any of your questions. Go ahead, please. I know that Jafar Ali, there is a sound coming from your background. I believe that there are some customers with you. So I can see some Arabic stuff coming in from your background. Right. Anybody, just go ahead. Don't waste your time and don't fill the gap when it is just 9 o'clock. So we'll be winding up at 9 o'clock. So just make sure that you ask me any questions. Make use of this time. Anyone, anything, any questions?
I can see whenever business class, Malayalam.
That's going to be on the 11th on cloud, 11th of July, and that would be on Clubhouse, 8:30. I'm just confirming the name for it. Otherwise, everything is fine. That would be the level 2. I did one yesterday for Talk 10 group, and I did a week back for another group which is called Business Opportunity, something like that, BOS, I believe, and that was for again for the cloud. So I would be doing the next version of it. That would be most probably on the 11th, and I'll be doing one on the 18th as well. And that would be in Malayalam. It's a mixture of both because I'm just want to tap into the Malayalam, what do you call, field now. I want to improve my Malayalam now. That's the reason. Great. Any other questions, please?
Sensei sir, it's me, Andrea.
Yes,
again.
Andrea. Yes, please.
So, who's the most person who has played an important role in your life? Who's your role model?
Well, there are a lot of people. I wouldn't call, this is one question that Andrea often get from whenever I conduct this training program. I get this from many people. Who is a role model? Well, for me, there are role models. There are different role models in different areas. I wouldn't pick up anyone in specific because sometimes I would make an actor as a role model. Sometimes I might take my teacher as a role model. So what I am, this is something I want to teach you, is you can copy people. Okay, that's one way. When you copy people, what happens? You become the duplicate of the person. You never become the first-hand person. You become the duplicate of the person. For example, Andrea, if you're copying exactly what I'm doing, you become a copycat. Am I right? You become the carbon copy. The way that I speak, the way my body language, everything, if you do the same, they would say, Andrea, you are just copying Mr. Sensei because I've seen him perform. So what I do and what I have learned from my teacher is you have to, and I know everyone, my students, they know, tell me, go and type what I have taught you. Go and type, those who are here and those who know. Just go and type what I have taught you. Anyone who is there, I'll give them 30 seconds. Exactly correct. Can you see that, Andrea, on the chat? In the chat, it says model and remodel. It's
yes,
model.
sir.
Okay, that's what we do. You model somebody and modify that. Okay, so you can model me. Modeling me is looking for the good things in me, not all, because I'm not good. Okay, there are a lot of things which are not good and perfect because I'm not a perfect person. Nobody's perfect in the world. So look for the best thing that you can learn from somebody else. And then what you do is you have to modify it. And I would rather call it Andreize it. Okay, you make it your style. Andrea style it. Okay, and that is called modification. So therefore, you will definitely find a lot of people as models. Okay, your role model. There won't be just one person. If you're looking at the spiritual side, you might be having a role model there. If you're looking from the business perspective, you'll be having a different model there. If you're looking from a learning perspective, you'll have a different model. So do not focus on one particular model. You can respect everyone, and you should respect everyone. Take everything which are good ingredients from them and make it your own self. So, and if somebody's asking you who's a role model, don't give the answer. You're with me, Andrea? Don't give the answer. You say that there are a lot of people, because it's not one person in your life who could be a role model. Your mother could be a role model. Your father could be a role model. Maybe your grandfather could be a role model. Am I right? So it's a mixture of things together. So sometimes when I give this answer, people, they don't digest it properly. I remember once, that was around about 7 years back, when I gave the same answer. And in the feedback, somebody had commented me in a very wrong way because they didn't understand what I actually told. So it was good that you asked me this question. So you need to understand that there could be a lot of role models in your life. Okay, it doesn't matter whether they are teachers. It could be somebody who has no knowledge at all, but there could be something that you have learned from that person. Is that correct, Andrea? You can learn from anyone. Am I right? It could be even a child who could be a role model in your life. So learn from everyone. Don't give a specific name. Don't stick onto a specific style and say that there are a lot of role models in my life. I'm a mixture of everything. You're with me, Andrea?
Yes, sir, I can.
Just go with that. Just go with that. Right? Don't follow anyone. Don't follow anyone. Follow, but do not just follow one person. That's what I meant. Because nobody in the world is perfect. Am I right? Nobody in the world is perfect. Okay, because everyone has God there, because we all are human beings. We are not God. Am I right? So we are human beings and we tend to make mistakes. So therefore, take the goodness in everything. And this is one quote that I would like to highlight here. Look for the gold. Don't look for dirt in a person. If you look for dirt, you will only end up getting dirt. But if you're looking for gold, you will definitely find a bit of gold in the dirt. Okay, because you're removing the dirt, because every time you understand the gold and the diamond is not on the upper surface, it's always in the deeper level. So you look for it and then you'll find it. Okay, there is gold in everyone, and find it out. You'll find your inspiration there. Did I answer your question, Andrea?
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Next
Hi,
question.
Sensei. Good evening.
Good evening. We are missing you, Mr. Benny. We didn't see you for a couple of days.
All right. So for the last 2-3 days, I was out of station and I really missed your sessions, but I watched all the recordings. Thank you so much. Thank you for the great concern. And my question is, I understand that you are one of the pioneers of coaching in our country and one of the leaders, the great leaders of that particular industry, I must say. And could you please suggest, I understand the basic difference between counseling and coaching, but could you please tell us one leading edge of coaching, or, it's, I don't want to make it anything controversial, but could you please suggest the one advantage over counseling, advantage of coaching over counseling?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Very powerful question. Very powerful question. 99.9% people go to a counselor when they have a problem. 99.9% people go to a counselor where they have got a problem. No successful people, a successful people may not go to a counselor, but a successful person can come to a coach. Meaning, that is, if somebody is making 500 crore business, he will not go to a counselor. He will go to a coach and ask the coach, how can I make this 500 to 1,000 crore? That means even successful people, they need a coach. It's not necessary that they need a counselor. They might require a counselor when they are not mentally, psychologically fit. Then they go towards counselor. But the most successful people in the world, the best of the best cricketers, the best of the best president, the best of the best politicians, the best of the best business person and leaders, they go and look for a coach because they want to go to the next level. Counseling is going to backward to understand what went wrong. Coaching is going forward to understand what is hidden in front. Very simple as that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Did I answer your question?
Thank you so much, Sensei. That's a great insight. I can very well convince my clients. That's the reason why I have asked this particular question to you. Those people will ask, what's the need of coaching, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Because as a qualified coach and a certified and licensed coach, you know that in coaching, we don't ask any previous questions.
Correct.
We only ask where you are right now and where you want to go. We are not interested in what happened to you in your life. No, that's all door shut. However, if you're a counselor, before you open the door forward, you go back and back and back to the iceberg theory of the tip of the iceberg bottom. As a coach, you look for the iceberg theory, but on the top. Both are different. Both are the two different tips, because a counselor will look at the tip at the bottom to see what went wrong, when it would go wrong, with whom he was, or so forth, to identify what is the root cause. In other words, it's a root cause analysis like we do in business. However, if it's a coach, the coach will apply the same system, the what you call the iceberg system, but he's not focusing on the tip, which is in the bottom. He'll focus on the tip, which is on the top, to unlock, to unleash your hidden potential so that you know what is your right potential. That's the difference.
Yeah. And I was discussing with a person doing a coaching session with ICF, International Coaching Federation.
Yeah.
And she was explaining her methodology followed by ICF. Yeah. I said, we have a wonderful technique, Spark, and I explained all those things. And she was really impressed, really impressed with the kind, because our technique is very, very simple. Thank you very much, Sensei. I should definitely leave others. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. ICF uses the GROW system, and we use the Spark system.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sensei, I have a question.
Sure, Dr. Rati.
When sometimes, like, I've come across few females and who say that we are failure in every way. Okay. I'm depressed. So what is that first thing we should start up with, or how to handle so that they are able to even answer? Because sometimes even they don't feel like speaking. They say we are failure. I'm depressed in my life.
Yeah.
I want to die, and they start crying.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Rati, because you are very successful in educating people in different parts of India, and from your experience, thank you very much. And you're learning right now from the airport. That's such a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Flying to Bangalore. Good. This is something that you will definitely find in female as well as in male. Okay, you'll find in both male as well as in female. Yeah. So the best of the best thing is to knock down by asking a powerful question: is that what is your passion? Everybody has got a passion. Everybody has got a passion. And then you build the question, you're asked to start questioning from that particular perspective. Don't go and do counseling. Though counseling is good at that particular time, I wouldn't recommend counseling. Why? Because counseling is again going back to the pinpoint.
Yes.
Don't do that. Stop them there, because they will have all these answers saying that my mother-in-law was not good, my husband treated me badly, my kids are not taking care of me, and my health is not good, my education is not good. All those crappy things would come in. So in order to avoid those talks, what you do is you apply the technique of coaching. Okay, what you do is ask them, what is that makes you happy? And there would be some sort of element which would come in. They would say, there is nothing that is going to make me happy. Definitely, they're going to say all those things. But you as a coach, you keep on asking, what was that you enjoyed while you were a child, during your childhood, and so forth. So automatically, once you get that sort of spark, you pick up that. And from there, you ask them, do you know anybody else who has been successful using the same spark? Ask them. So definitely, if they want to get up in that, they would give you a few examples, and then you start asking them to visualize as if they have been successful. Now, for example, if it were to be a speaker or somebody who wants to speak and he or she has got this stage fright, whatever, you might have seen me that I take them straight away onto the stage. I ask them to imagine whether they're on the stage and the MC is calling up their name, their parents, their kids, and all of them are there in the audience, and they are getting the high five, and they are announcing the name. And I bring all those creative things. So automatically what happens, you are unlocking the hidden potential. You're unleashing the hidden potential, because there is a giant in everyone, just like Tony Robbins say. So you have to unleash the giant within you by asking the question, what do they like, and take them to the future rather than taking them to the past. If you take them to the past, you're taking them to below, down, down, down. Okay, I'll give you an analogy. For example, if you just visualize something which is going up, it could be a fountain. Okay, when you start imagining a fountain, you're going upward. It's just like elevation. Okay, you just imagine that you are on a lift and going up and up and up and up and up. That is coaching. At the same time, if you're on the 9th floor and you're just imagining you're going down, 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 30th floor, 110th floor, you're going down, automatically you go into depression. Okay, so the focus is, where are you now? If you don't get the answer, what is something that you like to do in your past? And just imagine that you are there in the future. Do you know somebody who has achieved the goal that you want to achieve, and take them through a story, through a storyline, and I'll tell you that will change their life completely. Within half an hour, you can change somebody's life.
Great. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Next question, please.
Hi, Sensei.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hope you're doing good.
I'm doing well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Sensei, my question would be...
May I know your name, please, because I can't see your name.
My name is Sulagna.
Sorry, once again?
Sulagna. I have typed in my initials, SN. So my name is Sulagna. It's a big name, that's why I typed in the initials.
Okay, Sulagna, okay.
Okay, so Sensei, my first question is that when we speak about branding, so basically I'll explain my situation. I have just started my website 1.5 months back, and now I'm trying to find the best way by which I can establish my brand, because in the next 2 to 2.5 months, I plan to start my live coaching using Facebook and Instagram ads, all those things. So would you be able to suggest me the best way in which you could, I can establish my brand? Because I'm getting different sorts of suggestions from different from my friends. Like somebody's telling just post some brand awareness ads. Somebody's telling start doing some lead generation ads. Somebody's telling do some traffic ads. So I don't know what is the correct step. And secondly, my domain is spoken English and communication skills. So gradually, I want to go from training the individual people to corporate training. So would you be able to tell me how can I go towards that as well?
For sure. Thank you very much, Sulagna. Where are you from, Sulagna?
I'm from Kolkata.
Kolkata. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now, you mentioned that you're a well-being coach. Is that correct?
I'm a spoken English and communications coach.
Okay, so you started saying that well-being. What was that?
Well-being, not exactly.
Okay. So you then mentioned that you're there. For the 1.5 months. You want to create your brand within 2 to 2.5 months. You're a life coach, and then you want to ask whether it is through Instagram or Facebook that you would like to move forward and create your brand value. And different people are giving you different suggestions, how to get lead generation ads, traffic ads, and so forth. That was your question number one. Your second question was your domain is spoken English as well as communication skills. And how can you move from an individual to a corporate leader or a corporate trainer, speaker, etc. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Absolutely.
Okay. So let's talk about the first one. Okay. The first one, you used the word life coach. Is that correct? You use the word life coach.
Yes, life coach as of now, I'm not selling any video courses. I'm just doing life coaching to all my students. Okay. So right now I'm doing the coaching only in my own state, but I plan to upscale it, and using ads, I want to do it all across the country or maybe globally afterwards.
Great. So let's talk about life coaching first. Is that okay? Let's talk about life. Okay, let's talk about it. Now, one thing you need to understand that in life coaching, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things. Okay, now if I say there are thousands of things that comes in life coaching. So if you say life coaching, you are in an ocean because you didn't specify what very specific area of life coaching you are an expert. So it would be very good and advisable not to use the word life coaching. I know that that's been wrongly used, just like people saying that I'm a personal development instructor or personality development. That's a wrong strategy and it's a wrong notion. So first of all, we need to clarify that. So let me ask you a question. When you say life coaching, which part of life coaching are you expert or you want to be a brand?
I want to be a brand for coaching spoken English skills, I mean English fluency and communication skills. This is actually my domain.
Okay, so therefore it's far better to say that you are something related to spoken fluency and communication rather than addressing yourself or introducing yourself to be a life coach. Is that okay?
Okay.
That's the first thing. Now, if you say spoken English, there are a lot of people who are doing that. Am I right? And there are a lot of people who are into communication skills and so forth. So what is that one thing that you would like to mix together and say that I am a coach in this particular area? Now you use 4 words, okay, sorry, 3 words. One is, 4 words. One is spoken, one is fluency, one is communication, and one is coaching. You saw that? These are the 4 words you use, and these are very powerful words.
Yes.
These are very powerful words. Now, in order to identify your niche, the first thing that I would suggest is to identify your designation. Okay, your designation. Let's do it right now. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So do you like to be called as a coach, or would you like to call as something else? For example, an expert or a specialist or whatever it is. What is that you would like to be called?
Coach.
Coach, very good. So we are going to look for 3 different areas, okay, for your designation. Designation is something very, very important because you would be introducing yourself. For example, if I were to introduce myself, I would say that my name is Farookh Sensei. I'm a leadership empowerment master coach. That's it, finish. The story is over. Okay, 3 lines, you should be able to understand. Okay, he said leadership. So he is very much focused on leadership. Empowering, that means empowering people. Leadership could be any age group, any gender from any part of the world. And number 3, master coach, because I coach the coaches to become coaches. So therefore, so automatically from your name and from your title itself, you should be able to give the complete answer, because this is something that you as Sulgana, you should be using in your elevator pitch. For example, if you are traveling, you said that you want to move from an individual to a group or a corporate trainer, am I right? Or a facilitator. Just imagine that you happen to meet me. Let's say that I'm a CEO of an organization. I'm getting onto the elevator and I'm on the 9th floor. You get along with me and you have sent a lot of applications, but none of the application has been taken care by my secretary, for example, if I may use that word, okay? And you're waiting for me. As soon as I get into the elevator, you get into the elevator, and you should be able to introduce yourself and talk about the benefits that I would be getting as a CEO and my company would be getting as an organization from your service. You got me? And that has to be, and you have got only 60 seconds maximum. And in that 60 seconds, if you say that I'm a life coach, you're lost it. Right. How many of you got to say, I got it? If you say that I'm a life coach, you got it. Okay, thank you very much. You can come and see my secretary, and the secretary will never talk to you. Okay, no, don't expect that. At the same time, if you say that I am XYZ, wow, and this is what I can do for you, automatically I'll call you. You're not talking about yourself. There is only one line that you talk about yourself. That one line is, I am so-and-so, and this is my title, and this is what I have done, and this is what I can do. Simple. 60 seconds. You have to finish your story, and he should say, can I have your business card? You got me? So therefore, your designation should be clear to everyone. Those who understood this, go and type in the chat box. Got it. GI. Got it. Those who got it. Very simple, straightforward. Okay, so now the 3rd word is coach. What could be the 2nd word or the 1st word?
Sensei, would it be apt to call I'm an English fluency and communication confidence coach?
No, and no business, only 3 words. Only 3 words. So I want you to be very specific, because if you say and, In life, you should be saying and, but in your title, no and business at all. This is very important for everyone. Otherwise, I can say it this way. I'm going to introduce you in the wrong way. I'm Farookh Sensei. I'm a leadership empowerment master coach. I'm a martial art instructor. I'm a trainer for the pilots. I can go on and on and on. Am I right? So I confuse you. I confused you because now you don't know who am I. You lost the track. So whenever you introduce, be crystal clear, laser focused, and that's what you have to say every time. Is it okay? Now go back and ask yourself, okay, now you use the word English, you use the word spoken, you use the word fluency, you use the word communication. What is that you think? You should be taking 2 words that connects with the word coaching.
English fluency and communication. I think these 3 words have to be present, but I'm not sure how to combine them.
No, take 2 words because fluency and communication is one thing. Now, if I were to use that, I would say fluency is proving that you can speak. Communication is about you can speak. But I could communicate very well. Okay, I could communicate very well, but there is one thing that is important more than communication. Anybody who knows that, just go and type the answer. One thing is very important more than communication. What is that? And I will often speak about it. Exactly correct. I got the answer from, the very first answer is the correct answer from Mubashir. Thank you very much, Mubashir. The answer is connection. Am I connecting with you, Sulgna?
Yeah.
It's not about my communication skills. It's about how I connect with people. Okay, so connection is very, very important. So pick one word that would really blunt into what you're doing. Don't go for the and. Okay, so communication, English communication coach. Now, if you look at English communication coach, now you are from Calcutta, there would be hundreds and thousands of people who are calling themselves as English communication coach. Is that correct?
Right.
You got me. Now you have to ask yourself, what is your USP? What is your unique selling proposition? What is your unique selling point so that you can place or position yourself far better than other people? What is that you have? What is the strength that you have so that you don't call yourself as English communication coach? Rather than that, you would be calling yourself with some other title. You're with me?
Yeah. I'm just giving a thought over it.
Yes, give it a thought. Tell me, what is that? That based on your unique selling proposition?
I make use of Power English course.
Very good. Don't say it is about. Power English coach itself is a powerful word.
Yeah.
Did you see that? So let me use, rather than English, let me just get out of this English, okay? And let me use the word power. How many of you like this word power? Just go and type power in the chat box, please. How many of you see, this is your subconscious mind which is talking right now. So this is some which was already there, but I was just, as a coach, I was just able to tap in. Okay, so let's use the word power. Power is really powerful. Okay, now if you are coming to me on the same elevator where I'm getting onto my 9th floor and you say that I'm a power tap coach, I would say, wow, she is brilliant. Because it shows your confidence. Is that correct?
Yes.
It shows your confidence. It reflects your confidence. It reflects your courage. It reflects your enthusiasm. It reflects that you are the champion. It reflects that you're a leader. And, and if you ask me, should I use the word power? I would say go 1,000 times.
Right.
You got it? Okay, let's go with that second word, power. Okay, let's play around with it. So we got the first word. Okay, we got the third word. What would be the second one? Are you a communication instructor or are you a presentation instructor? Do you teach people how to talk or do you teach people how to talk on the stage?
How to talk on the stage or how to communicate with others. Those who are lacking fluency, I basically coach them how they can improve or gain their fluency. Okay, so what is your key?
I'll just give you a wide scenario. If I teach you how to communicate, you will only be communicating with one-on-one. But if I teach you how to communicate on stage, you can communicate with hundreds and thousands and 10,000 and millions of people at the same time. Is it correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So that is much more difficult than helping somebody to communicate, because here you're not teaching about communication, you're teaching about presentation. Is it correct?
Yes.
Here you're teaching about how to become a leader. Is it right? Because now,
yes.
Yeah, you're teaching how to become a leader so that they can stand in front and then communicate. So what is your USP? Is it about the stage or is it about the normal communication?
It is about normal communication,
Okay.
not exactly about stage.
Very good, because I need to have the clarity about it. Very good. So let's go with the second word. So power. What is after that? Power.
Expressing.
No, nobody helps. Okay, nobody helps. It's only from Sulgana.
Can it be fluency or can it be coach?
Okay, coach is the third word. So let's go for power fluency coach. That sounds good. How many of you like that? How many of you how many of you like that? Put a number, 0 to 10, put a number in the chat. Power fluency coach. And that shows that powerful fluency is speed, connection, and you are in that. Very good. 1 is something that you don't like, and 10 is something that you really like. Give it a number. Just go and give it a number. 0, you don't like. 10 is something that you like. Okay, give a number, all of you. Give a number in the chat box. 0 is something that you don't like. Okay, I'm getting different numbers here. Okay, good. Ami, thank you very much. So let me go back to Sulgana. Sulgana, what's the number that you gave?
10. I liked it.
Do you like it? Is it coming from here or is it coming from here? Number 1 or number 2?
Both the ends.
Absolutely fantastic. Okay, now you're going to have a challenge right away, okay? I want you to be, you don't have to show me on your camera, but I want you to look into the camera, okay, as if there are hundreds and thousands of people. You're on the stage, okay? Imagine that you're on the stage and you're going to introduce yourself for the very first time. Is that fine?
Yeah.
And you have to introduce your name, give it a stop, pause there, and then you would introduce your title. That's it, okay? You'll be doing that 5 times. And each time you have to improvise yourself and your strength, your energy and your power. Is that fine?
Yes.
Go ahead. Your time starts now and enjoy that, because this is the very first time the world is going to listen to you and your title. Go ahead.
Good evening, all. I'm Sulagna and I'm a power fluency coach.
2.
Good evening, all. A very good evening to everyone. I'm Sulagna and I'm a power fluency coach. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sulagna and I am a power fluency coach.
4.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sulagna and I'm a power fluency coach.
Number 5.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sulagna and I'm a power fluency coach.
Good. Now tell me, all those coaches who are there, tell me, where did the transition happen to Sulagna? Go and type the number. Where did it happen? Go and type. Those coaches there, go and type the number. Okay, great. Go ahead. Mujib said 3. Andrea said, Mubashir said 4. It happened in 4. Up to 3, she was not. When she shifted to number 4, her gears changed. Okay, her gear changed, and she changed from good evening, she changed to hello, and then she changed her tone, she changed her voice and the voice modulation. How many of you got it? So number 4, if you go and watch this video once again, you will definitely find the change, and definitely I'll share this with Sulagna. I don't know whether you are in our group. If you're there in the group,
yes, I'm there.
Yeah, okay, if you're in the group, then definitely you'll be getting this recording. I want you to go and watch the record it and download it for yourself, and then you will find out at the 4th stage you change it, and you would be more than happy with that. How is it? Are you okay with that?
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you very much, Sulagna. You are a power. What's the next one? Go ahead.
Fluency coach.
Absolutely correct. With some more power. Once again. Power. Go ahead.
Power.
Go ahead.
Fluency coach.
Exactly correct. Thank you very much. And I would love to see your business card within the next 1 week.
Sure, I'll be.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Let's move on to the next caller, please.
Excuse me, sir. Can I?
Yeah, yes, please. Arish, go ahead.
Yeah. Today my question is this: how can we be patient if the result of the process is like 10 years, but it's always like, I need this fast. We are always impatient. How to be patient in the moment of time? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good. Very good question. I want everyone to write down this, and I'm going to type this for everyone on Andrea. Let me type this to everybody in the meeting. It's called Cash Apps. How many of you know what's Cash Apps? Anyone who knows Cash Apps, just go and type. It's the spelling goes this way. I'm going to type that in the chat. KASHAAPPPSS. Okay, cash apps. Okay, there you go. I believe you all got it. There's a double S at the end. Okay. So if you look at that one, I'm talking to Irish. If you look at that, there are 3 P's there. Did you see that? Okay, there are 3 P's. If you look at the chat, there are 3 P's. It's called the cash apps. The first P itself says patience. The first P itself stands for patience, because without patience, you can't help yourself, because every successful people needs patience. Now, if you look at leadership, there are 21 laws when it comes to leadership. It's called the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Okay. Now, if you look at the third leadership quality, or the third law of leadership, it calls process. It's called process. Now, what do you mean by process? Process is something that takes time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that means you cannot become a leader in one day. It takes time to become a leader. Okay.
Yes,
similarly, to achieve something, you have to have the patience. If you don't have the patience, then you will not be able to achieve anything. Now, I know that the young generation today, like you, I know that you're a smart boy. I know that, and I'm really glad the way that you are coming up with your daily explanations and code reading and so forth. You're doing a fantastic job. Now, don't you have patience for that?
Yes.
And that's the reason. That's the reason you are still there, but others left. Did you get me?
Yeah,
you're still there. You're coming up with your videos. I saw your YouTube video, the way that you are interacting with people, the way that you're connecting with people. Why? You didn't stop that. You did keep on doing that because you've got the patience. But that could be one of your friends who would come up with 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, then he'll stop doing that sort of video. Understand one thing, if you want to be successful, there are a couple of things that you need to have. One is patience. The second one is called consistency. I want everyone to go and type C, the word consistency, because consistency is very important. Only when you have patience and consistency, only then you will be able to move, because consistency is the key to success. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, very much.
Good. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next question. So without patience, you won't be able to move forward. Without patience, there is no consistency, and without consistency, there is no success. Right. Next question, please.
Sensei, I didn't get the explanation of cash apps.
Cash apps are if you come for my training on the 11th, I'll be teaching you that. Okay. Come on the 11th, and I'll be teaching what is KASHAPPPSS. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I'll be there.
Because it's going to take a lot of time. That's the reason. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next question, please. Go ahead. Next question. Anyone, you can call me from anywhere and ask me any question. Go ahead. We got 53 minutes more.
Sensei, just wanted to clarify one thing with you again.
Yeah.
Sensei, when I say that I'm a park fluency coach, would it imply to everyone that I can coach both for spoken English as well as for communication? Would it imply both?
Absolutely, absolutely, because you're talking, you're talking about the fluency.
Got it.
Yes, please, anyone, please go ahead. Don't waste your time, because time is precious, time is important. If you sit here, you're wasting your time. If you ask questions, you're investing your time. 2 things. Either you invest your time or you waste your time. So don't waste your time, don't spend your time, invest your time by learning something new. So therefore, go ahead and ask.
Okay, good evening, Sensei. So it's me, Andrew, again.
Okay.
So I would like to be a motivator, but the around people are not allowing me to be a motivator. But I used to talk to myself as a motivator, standing in front of mirror. So what should I do for that to reach my aim? Like Anish Mohan uncle, I should also be a motivator.
Okay. Don't become a motivator.
Why?
Ask Anish Mohan. You said just like Anish Mohan, uncle, I want to become a motivational. He was a motivation speaker. Let him talk. Anish Mohan, switch on your camera if you're comfortable and tell, are you a motivation speaker now after joining us? Anish, are you there? Anish, are you there? If you're there, then answer this question.
Yes, Sensei.
Yes. Just answer, Andrea. You don't have to switch on your camera.
Yes, I can.
You have been known as one of the best motivational speakers in Kerala. Okay, yes. Because you've got a very good story. Because those who do not know, just go and search for Anish Mohan on YouTube and you'll understand his story. So Anish Mohan, Andrea wants to become a motivational speaker like you. And I said that Anish Mohan is not a motivational speaker. So just give her that answer.
Yes, sure. I was a motivational trainer. Right now, I'm a personal transformation coach and I'm an inspirational trainer. After meet with Sensei, I realized that what are the mistakes I made as a motivational trainer. So right now, I realized my niche and I can transform people, especially persons from the 8th standard to PG and their parents, teachers. These are my niche area. And here I can work well. I can transform them. And from my own life story, I can inspire others. So I am also an inspirational trainer.
Very good. Thank you very much. So Andrea, you got the answer. Don't become a motivational speaker because people may not like you. Number one, people would say that she motivated me for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then the motivation went off. You can motivate yourself, which is called self-motivation. That's good. Stand in front of the mirror, talk to the mirror, talk to yourself, talk positively. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. However, do not imitate to become a motivation speaker. Become an example. Okay, now what does that mean? Because you don't have to speak to someone to motivate someone. You can inspire someone without talking to someone. You're with me? You asked me a question, do you have a role model? You asked me that question. Now, role models, they don't have to become a speaker. Role models don't have to become a speaker. You can get inspired by someone, but in order to motivate someone, you have to speak. So the best thing, the biggest mistake, what people do is, I'm a motivation speaker. I'm a motivation speaker. That's what people say. That's absolutely crap. Because you cannot motivate a person for long. You can only motivate a person when, for example, if I were to be a motivation speaker, I'm not a motivation speaker. If I were to be a motivation speaker, I can motivate you only when I'm here. If I leave the stage and go out, the motivation level goes down. Just like taking bath, just like Zig Ziglar, I keep on telling this always, like what Zig Ziglar says, that you have to take bath every single day. So similarly, you can't motivate anyone. So rather than that, I want to challenge Andrea. And Andrea, you got to challenge yourself, saying that I'm not going to be a motivational speaker or a trainer. Rather than that, I want to become an inspiration speaker or an inspiration trainer or a facilitator, so that, or an inspiring person. When you become an inspiring person, people will come to you automatically for changes, asking you. You don't have to use the power talk. People will come to you because they will see something in you. They will see something in you. You're with me, Andrea? So therefore, yes, in order to become an inspiring person, you should be the first one to change. A motivation speaker asks other people to change. He will not change. He'll say, from tomorrow onwards, you should be going and doing exercise. You should be eating only fruits and vegetables. You have to do all the good things. And he would be the first person to get out from the stage and smoke. You're with me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about every motivation speaker. I'm not talking about I'm not generalizing here. But the motivational speaker, his business is to motivate others, whereas if you were to be an inspiring person, an inspiring leader, you would be the first person to change. When you change, people around you will change. Did you get me?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
So what is that you will be focusing on from today onwards? Is it inspiring or is it motivation?
I will be an inspiring person to others.
Absolutely. How many of you got it? Just go and type IS, inspiring for I just go and type IS for inspiring. Be an inspiring person. If you're an inspiring person, you don't have to become a trainer, facilitator, coach, or speaker. People will come to you. Okay, good. Thank you very much for asking that question. Let's move on to the next caller, please.
Sensei, truly that has changed the perception of motivation to all of us, I think.
I'm sorry, once again?
That means whatever you told, that literally changed the perception of motivation to all of us. From my end, I think I have got a quite different and quite positive view of what motivation would be like, and if we should be inspiring and not, or rather than being motivated.
Absolutely, because if I take the word inspire, if I split into two, it's about in spirit, meaning it's from within. Motivation is out.
Right.
Okay, so motivation is out. Inspiration, once you change first, you become the change agent, you become the change leader. Once you become the change agent, people around you will change. So that's how you have to focus on. So be an inspiring person rather than becoming a motivational person.
We should practice what we should preach.
Exactly correct. Exactly correct. Because my teacher, Les Brown, says that what you talk on the stage is something that you have to follow down the stage. Very simple. And he's a person, he follows that. When you talk on the stage and whatever you talk on the stage, you should be the first person. When you get on from the stage, you should be the first person to repeat that. It should not be that you go on the stage and you talk about everything nice and you go back to the stage and you start smoking and doing everything opposite to what you said on the stage. So you're lying to yourself and you're lying to other people. So you be the true person. You should be the champion. You should be the captain, and you should be the one to inspire yourself so that automatically you start inspiring other people. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be powerful. You don't have to be anything, but still you can inspire people. That's the beauty of inspiration.
Hey, Sensei.
Yes, Dana, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. I just joined by and I would just like to ask a very simple question related to this.
Okay.
So is the difference between motivation and inspiration is it similar to the difference between interest and passion?
Interest and passion. Well, if you look at motivation and inspiration, that's different. And inspiration, what was the other one you said? Inspiration and passion, am I right?
Interest and passion.
Oh, sure. Interest and passion. Interest and passion, it sounds similar, but they are not. Interest and passion sound similar, but they are not. Motivation and inspiration, for some people, it sounds similar, but they are not. Now, interest. Interest is something that you like to do. Am I right? Interest is something that you like to do. Passion is something that you do, whether somebody else do it or not, you can do it very fast. For example, I am interested in football. Okay. You're with me, Zena? I'm interested in football. But the question is, do I play football? The answer is no. How many of you got it? How many of you got it? Just go and type, got it, GI. I'm interested, I'm just giving an example, okay? I'm not a football fan, okay? I am interested in football, but do I play football? The answer is no. If I take passion, I'm passionate about football, and I make sure that I play every single day. You got the difference? Passion is something that you do, you apply, and you get the result much faster and easier than other people. That's passion. Passion is something that does not allow you to sleep. Passion is something that wakes you up. Now, what is your passion? Tell me, what is your passion, Zena, that does not allow you to sleep and you just think about it even if you go sleeping? Give me one.
Speaking, of course.
Speaking, because I know that you're a speaker, you're a coach, you're a young coach, you're only in 8th grader, and you are a certified coach. And you coach people who are teachers and principals and so forth. You are one of the leading coach in our organization, and you are just an 8th grader. Why? Because you've got the passion. Now, give me an example where you are interested, but it's not your passion.
I'm interested in figure skating.
There you go. What about movies?
I do have a little passion for that. It's not very big, but I do.
That's called interest.
Yes.
That's not called passion anymore. How many of you got it? That's not passion anymore. That's your interest. I'm interested to watch movies, but it's not my passion.
I'm into acting, actually. I'm interested to watch movies, but in acting, I'm more interested.
That's it. So passion is something. Now, if you look at, if you collage everything together, you're acting, you're watching movies, you're writing, you're reading, and then comes your speaking, which one would you give the highest point, and which is the one that is very close to you?
Of course, it's speaking.
That's called your spark. That is called your passion. You got it? And all the other things are your interest.
You know, Sensei, I know the difference between interest and passion. My actual question was, is this difference between interest and passion similar to the difference between motivation and inspiration?
It's entirely different.
Okay.
It's entirely different. Just that's what I started with saying, that just like motivation and inspiration are different, If I take that as a bunch, they themselves are different. Similarly, if I look at the other side, your interest and your passion, that's also different. Now, if I combine all together, they all are different.
Yes, okay, so this difference is different than that difference.
Exactly correct. It's absolutely different. Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, that is this difference is different from this different, and this difference is different from this different. So in all together, I confused you, everything is different.
I'm actually really clear. It's not confused anymore. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And thank you very much for being such a wonderful patient. And you are coaching people like Arush. Arush is a gentleman who does not have patience. Am I right? And you're coaching people like him. And therefore, thank you very much. Arush, you're hearing me, am I right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Thank you very much. Arush has completely changed the way that he's doing his presentation. There's another gentleman, what's his name? Yasin, I believe, from Dubai. Am I right? Yasin has changed his presentation, and there's another young lady from Dubai who has completely changed their presentation with the help and support and coaching and guiding from our coaches. Thank you very much. So those who want to learn how to speak and how to connect using our technique, which is called the 90-second technique every single day, just connect with Zena, and she will definitely help you how to become a speaker or how to connect with people just by 90 seconds a day. That's she's a master.
Number?
You can just connect with me. Anyone who wants to connect, they can just connect with me and I can help you out. 90 seconds, she'll help you every single day. 90 seconds. That's a power talk. And she's a master in, that. Okay. She and Safa both are master. I think Safa is in Bahrain and she has got a different time zone right now. All right, let's go to the next caller, please.
Sensei sir, can I have Sensei sir's number and Sana ma'am's number?
Yeah, yes, it's if you're calling from India, sorry, if outside India, 99. I'm just going to type there 99464219. There you go. It's there. Okay, you can just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll be able to answer you. Let's go to the next caller, please. Anyone? Go ahead, don't waste your time. Time is valuable. Somebody asked me day before yesterday this question, what is the most valuable thing in your life? I said, it is time, nothing else. Everything comes after time. So make use of it. Go ahead and ask me a question. I would be more than happy to answer that.
Hi, Sensei, I'm Dadu.
Hey, Dadu, how are you doing?
Great.
Great, thank you very much. Nice to see you. You're still in Kottayam?
Yes, I have a question. Why people lost interest and passion?
Why people lose interest and passion? Is that your question?
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good. I can connect that question, interest and passion. Let me write down that. And that is Dadu. Dadu, people lose interest and passion because they think that they can get everything in short period of time.
Okay.
It's not possible. A person who gets lottery ticket will lose the money completely, because I have done my research on people who got lottery, and the person who's got $1 million to $450 million, everybody has lost their money. If you don't agree to me, I want you to go and do a research on Google and just type people who lost the lottery money. And you will find the people who got $1 million and those who got $16 million, those who got $300 million, those who got $450 million, every individual has lost their money because they didn't have the patience to keep the money. At the same time, if you go to a business person, he must have lost money, gained money, and kept the money. You're with me?
Yes.
Therefore, why did I take this analogy? The analogy is very simple. If you want to reach somewhere, it's going to take a lot of time. And therefore, if you're not having that sort of passion and interest to that, automatically you lose that, because it is more than passion and interest. It is your what do you call patience. Let me tell you one thing. It is your passion. I want everyone to focus. This is one of my quotes, okay? I'm just taking from my memory. It is your passion which will take you up. Once again, repeat. It's your passion and your skill that will take you to the top. But it is your will and your purpose which will keep you there. Once again, repeat. It is your passion and it is your skills that will take you to the top, but it is your will and it is your purpose which will keep you on the top. So tomorrow, if you don't have the passion and if you don't have the skills, you will come down. To be there on the top, to be the superstar, to be there always, it is your will to be there and it is your purpose.
Sensei, so can you just type that in chat box?
Oh my goodness.
I'm not having those.
Okay, somebody can type it. Once again, repeat, it is your skills. It is your skills and the passion that takes you to the top. It is your will, W-I-L-L. It is your will. Will means willpower. It is your will and your purpose that would keep you on the top. So to answer Dadu, always keep in mind that there are people who do not move forward. They will lose interest. There are people who lose interest for many reasons. Either they lose interest because they are not getting any benefit out of it. They are not seeing anything good in it, so they lose interest. At the same time, if you see something good and if there is a purpose in it, you will stay in it. So it's very important, whether it is your passion or your it's your passion or your interest, it has to be connected with a growth. It has to be connected with a goal, and it has to be connected with a purpose. Once again, repeat, your interest, you lose your interest. Your passion, you lose your passion. Now, let me tell you, I had different passions. In my younger days, my passion was martial art because I'm a karate champion. I'm a 4 times national karate champion. I'm a gold medalist of India. I'm a 2 times World Karate Championship. I have represented Qatar in 2 World Karate Championships. So that was my passion at that time. Later on, my passion changed to IATA training. I used to conduct IATA training program. From that, my passion again changed. I started training pilots and captains of airlines. Then my passion changed to leadership. My passion keeps on changing, but I made sure that my purpose was very clear. My purpose was to change people's life, like what I'm doing right now. I'm giving it absolutely free. You're with me, Dadu? So, yes. to keep your passion alive and to keep your interest alive, you have to ask yourself, am I changing people's life? If your interest is changing people's life, and if your passion is changing people's life, even at the age of 98, you will still be there with a full interest. If you take any actor at the age of 98, for example, Dilip Kumar, who died just yesterday, by the end of his life, when he was able to walk, he was acting. You're with me?
Yes, yes.
Why? Because that's a passion and the interest. Their health may be not good, but still they would go and act. Why? Because there is something which is connected with them. That's called passion and that's called interest because they have got a purpose in life. Did I answer your question?
Yes. Is there any relation with money?
Not necessary. No. Because money can motivate some people, but it's not necessary that money can motivate everyone. There's something called internal motivation, external motivation.
Put your signature.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Rajan. Thank you very much. What would you like to say about it, Mr. Rajan? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, speak, Mr. Rajan. Yes, go ahead. Put your signature. Go ahead. Where are you? Yeah. Okay, so once again, so always keep in mind, it's your interest. If you want to keep your interest alive, if you want to keep your passion alive, it has to be connected with purpose, and purpose it's not necessary that purpose is connected with money. I'll tell you why. Can I give you an example, Dadu?
Yes.
Okay, let's say that you are getting 1 lakh Indian rupees as your salary. Okay, and you're getting the salary of 1 lakh rupees every single month. And now you did an extra excellent work, and I'm your boss. Just imagine that I'm a boss. And what I did is I gave you a hike in your salary package. Instead of 1 lakh, I added a 10,000, and I gave you a 1,10,000 without you knowing. When you got the check, your monthly paycheck, you were completely shocked because that was a surprise you got. You got 1,10,000. Now, would you be happy with that? An unexpected revenue coming into your bank account. Now, the next month you would expect that 10,000. Is that correct?
Yes.
You got the next month also you got 1,10,000. The next month also you got the 1,10,000. After 6 months, you're no more interested. You got me? Your interest started going down, down, down. Now 1,10,000 is no more interest because it has become something which became a part of your life. You're with me? I'll give you one more example. Are you married?
Yes.
Did you love your wife or did you love after marriage? That's a very personal question, but let me ask you after marriage. If you love before marriage, that is called interest. And sometimes after marriage, you lose the interest. How many of you got it? I'm just kidding, okay? But how many of you got it? Before marriage, it's everything. You'll spend your time for her. You will go and get the movie ticket. You'll buy anything for her. And that's called interest. After getting married, your wife will say, darling, you used to find time for me, but today you don't find because the interest is gone. You're with me? You got me? So it's not about money because the interest goes with time. The interest fades off, but the passion would be there. Passion would be there if it's connected with a purpose. Did I answer your question?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next question, please.
Amazing answer, Sensei, sir, with
Thank you very much.
example.
Thank you very much. I don't prepare this answer. It is coming. It is flowing. And you can also be Andrea. You can also be an inspiring speaker. You can sit on the seat and you can talk, because if you keep on talking, the answer comes in. I never thought about the marriage part. I never thought about it. It just flow. It is a flow that
but
we get.
the way you present is making us, giving us more interest to attend your everyday classes.
Thank you very much. Just make it simple so that other person can understand. That's what you have to do. That is called connection. That's not called communication. Communication is the way that you speak, but connection is how you make the other person understand what you speak. That's important.
Okay,
right?
sir.
Thank you. Don't call me sir. Just call my name. My name is Sensei.
No, sir, because I respect you.
Something charismatic also is there.
We all are born with that. We just have to polish it. Thank you very much, Chandrika ma'am. Thanks a lot. Let's go to the next caller.
I can't call your name because you are a respected person for me. I respect you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Let's move on to the next caller, please. Sonia, nice to see you. Is that our Sonia there?
Sensei. Good evening, Sensei.
Where are you? It's been a long time. We are missing you. You are part of this family.
Yes, I had been missing the session for the last 3 weeks.
Yes, we know that. We know that when I don't see anyone on the screen, I feel so miserable.
I was also feeling miserable. So today I just needed this recharge session to be active again. Anyway, I'm happy to tell you that I am doing fine with my school and other works. I'm a little bit busy because this is the reopening time. So online classes.
Exactly correct.
And something suddenly happened here in my school, so had been busy for some time, but doing fine and going on with the energy that you are giving me in every recharge. I may be sitting there silently, but I'm listening to everything and I'm getting insights from each and every, because the questions that are coming from each participant is awesome questions that are coming, and the reflections that you give, that's also awesome. So it keeps us going. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sonia is a principal of an academy. Thank you very much. She's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for joining. Let's move on to the next caller, please.
Hi.
Yes, please. That is Jerin, am I right? Jerin George, is it correct?
Yes, Jerin George.
Jerin, tell me, where are you from, Jerin, please?
I'm from Kozhikode.
Sorry, once again?
I'm from Kozhikode.
Okay, from Calicut, from Kozhikode. Okay, tell me, Jerin, what is your question?
Every day I prepare.
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Could you move from that particular location or something, or can you remove your headset or something? Your voice is breaking.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible. Okay, go ahead. I'll do my best. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Sensei. Every day I prepare my list, but the end of when I look my achievement, I found that I was not able to complete the works or the things I had written on my achievement list. So how can I solve that problem and how can I do all the works in my achievement list?
Very good, good. So when you take your achievement list, thank you very much. When you take your achievement list, how many things do you have on your achievement list? Minimum on a daily basis.
Minimum 6 things.
Not more than 3. Not more than 3 on your checklist or achievement list or your goal list. Not more than 3. If you've got 6, ask yourself, what are the 3 things that can be done by somebody else? Go with me? Is there somebody else who can support me or get it done? So that you use the word achievement list. That's absolutely fantastic. Rather than calling it as a to-do list, you call it as an achievement list. Achievement list, the meaning of achievement list is to get the things achieved. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And to get your things done. Now, it didn't say anywhere that you have to do it. Okay, yeah. It didn't say that you have to do it. For example, I've got a car and my car is fully muddy, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. And in my achievement list, I have written that my car should be washed. Did I say that I should wash it? Did I say that I should wash it? I said my car should get washed. How many of you got it? Say crystal clear, CC, go and type CC. In my checklist, I wrote that my car must get washed. I didn't say, Farookh Sensei, you have to go and wash the car. Now, my brain works in a different way. I would say, yes, in my list, I have got 4 things. After this 4 things, 3 things nobody else can do, only I can do. Maybe the first thing is to go to the gym and do 100 push-ups. I can't hire somebody else to do push-ups for me, just like Jim Rohn said. I can't hire Jirin to do push-ups for me. Can I do that, Jirin? Jirin, are you still there?
No, sir.
I can't hire you.
Yeah,
I can't hire you. Jirin, you're in Calicut. Can you do 100 push-ups for me? I can't do that. Is it right? And if Jirin is a close friend of mine and you're with me in my house and I say, Jirin, I'm so busy, man. Could you just wash my car? And you're a very good friend of mine. You say, Sensei, no problem, I'll wash. Can I get it done?
Yeah, exactly.
You got me? So always understand that you should be doing only 3 major things in a day, not 4 things. The rest of the time you have to enjoy and celebrate. I celebrate. Every single day I celebrate my life by doing the rituals that I would love to do or by sleeping because I want to energize myself. Because I'm sleeping properly, I'm able to sit here. I just removed, many of you know that I have gone through a surgery. I just removed my stitches today in 4 different parts of my body, 4 different parts of my body, including a big hole in my navel. And still I'm sitting here and talking to you because I got the passion to bring changes in people's life. And this is one thing that I do because this I can't hire Jirin to come and do this for me. You got me, Jirin? So therefore, you have to ask, what are the 3 things that you have to do on a daily basis? Do only 3 things. The 4th thing, you can either do it tomorrow or you should be getting done by somebody else. Or if it's 4 things, that means you have not put or you're not taken the priority of putting the things into the list. You're with me? You're breaking. Sorry, you're breaking. You're breaking. You're breaking. Sorry. What is it?
Am I clear now?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What is it?
Yeah. Is there any time limit or something like that? I have to work for this much time, a particular day, an ideal time for something like that?
Yes, for sure, because there's an ideal time based on your productive time. Okay, your ideal time is based on your productive time and your productive time is based on your focus time. How many of you got this? I want everyone to go and type ID is equal to PD is equal to FD. Sorry, FT, it's all TT, sorry. So your idle time, IT is equal to your PT is equal to your FT. Go and type that because your idle time is based on your productive time and your productive time is based on your focus time. What does that mean? Because for me, my productive time, most of my students, they know my productive time is early in the morning from 4 o'clock until 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, I'll sleep. But that time from 4 o'clock till 10 o'clock, if I am sitting there, that is my productive time. I know that I have to bring the best of the best results in whatever I'm doing. I have to be completely focused. You're with me right now, Jirin? So it's not about the productive time. You have to know what is your productive. You have to know what is your productive time, and then you have to focus on your productive time. That's when you get the result. And to focus on your productive time, you have to set your alarm saying that from 4 o'clock, by 5 o'clock, when the alarm bell rings, I should have got this thing done. Then you set the alarm again for 6 o'clock and say, within the next 1 hour, I have to achieve this. By 10 o'clock, you say, this is what I want to achieve, and 10 o'clock, go and sleep. You don't have to work the whole day. You don't have to work the whole day. That means going, excuse me, going back to your ideal time. You don't have to set the same time every single day, as long as you finish what you have, excuse me. If you have finished what you want to do on that particular day, use your time to add value in somebody else's life. That becomes celebrating your life. What am I doing right now? Am I enjoying? Tell me, Jarin, am I enjoying what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing because I'm celebrating myself. I'm celebrating. This is not part of my job. This is not a duty for me. This is not there in my checklist, because this is a celebrity time, just like I'm watching a movie. I don't enjoy movies for sure. I used to act in movies. I've acted in Malayalam movies, but I don't do that anymore. And I don't watch movies. I have never been to theater for more than 20, 25 years now. But now what I do, I enjoy having a conversation with you, because this is called celebration for me. And I don't write this in my checklist. I don't write in my checklist because this is not part of my checklist. Just like you don't write in the checklist that I have to brush my teeth, I have to go to the I have to go to the toilet, I have to shower. Do you write that in your checklist? Yes or no? Do you write that on checklist? Similarly, I don't write this one because this is part of my life. This is my celebration. You got me? So do all the three things. Three things which are important, and you will achieve it. So don't go for 6 things and you will never achieve that.
Thank you, Sensei. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure helping you and serving you. Let's go to the next caller, please.
Hi, Sensei.
I believe that is Jafar. Is that right?
Yeah, Jafar Ali, Saudi Arabia. Okay.
Go ahead, Jafar. What's your question?
How can I make my achievement list with my uncertainty duty? I don't know which time my customer calling me, like that.
Okay.
How can I make my prioritization?
Very good. There is only one solution for uncertainty. Who knows the answer? Go and type. My students should be knowing the answer. I should be getting at least one answer right. What is the only single? Exactly correct. Reddy, Dr. Reddy, thank you very much. See, that is the beauty of this family, because you are learning every single day. Creativity is the only solution for uncertainty. So therefore, you need to be creative. Jafar Ali. Don't stick on the schedule. Don't stick on the schedule because you have got a flexible schedule. Sometimes your customer comes in a different time zone because they are from Saudi Arabia. So therefore, you have to be creative. You're with me?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes your achievement list may be requiring you 2 hours. So ask yourself, how can I be creative so that I can finish this, within 45 minutes? Be creative. So if you're creative, then you will have a solution in this uncertainty as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the next caller, please.
Hi, Sensei.
Yes, please. How are you doing? That should be Rashid from your voice, from Dubai. Yes, Rashid. So how are you doing? Did you get connected with your online academy today?
Yes. Thank you for that.
Great. And you know your password, am I right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to announce the password here in front of everyone?
I'm okay because I trust all the members.
Go ahead. What's your question?
You are teaching us to ask questions everywhere, whether it is in coaching, in speaking, how to speak professionally, wherever you, even if it is personal conversation, if you're teaching the children also.
Yeah.
So here you answer a lot of questions. Yeah. All of us are asking you a lot of questions on different things. How you are managing it, how we can learn that, how to answer the questions, such questions from different angles, on different insights, or all those things. Just let us know how to answer questions.
Okay, great. Let me use a statement first. Okay, this is a statement. I don't use it, but let me use it. Okay, and Zena knows it. Where is Zena? Zena, are you there? Zena knows that I don't use it, but I want to purposely use it. Honestly speaking. Okay, now that's a word I never use. Okay, anybody saying honestly speaking, she knows that very well. If somebody says honestly speaking, understand that he is not honest at all. So, but now for a funny sake, let me use that. Honestly speaking, I don't know where the answer is coming. And that is the truth, Rashid. It is only through your experience, your passion, by answering questions, you are comfortable. Just imagine that I know that many of you might be wondering how to attend an interview. Am I right? How many of you have got that sort of scarcity of interview, who are scared of going for interview? Just go and type me. Go and type me in the chat box, please. Don't feel shy. Thank you.
I used to shiver.
Yeah, so anyone, just go and type me. Okay, I can see a few of them coming in. I'll tell you one thing. And this is one technique that you have to always practice when you go for an interview. And this is something that I have always practiced. And this is one thing that I have always taught my students. And this is something that I would always recommend you also. When you go for an interview, you should not be telling to yourself that I want this job. You should not be telling that I want this job. Rather, you should be telling to yourself that they want me for this job. How many of you got it? How many of you got it? Just go and type, got it, GI. You should not be telling to your mind and to your subconscious mind that I want this job. Rather, you should be saying that they want me for this job. And when you just give this command to your mind itself, your complete attitude changes. Your posture changes, and you will be able to answer. You'll be able to answer. Now, when I'm coming here, if I have got this sort of scarcity that, or I got that sort of fear or anxiety, oh my goodness, what question is going to come? I don't even bother what question you're going to ask me. You're with me? So when I believe that I don't bother what question is going to come to me, because I believe everyone is part of my family. So once you have that, automatically, once you're relaxed, you'll find answers. When you have that sort of anxiety, you will lose the connection, you will not get the answer. So speaking to you, Rashid, I don't prepare anything. I have this diary with me and it's closed right now. And this is I use for writing the questions. When I get from you, I just write the question, nothing else, prepare it, come and sit, it start flowing through experience. So I would request everyone who is there in my Ledge International, who are a part of Ledge International, who are a part of Ledge International family, I would ask you to start your own talk show. Start your own talk show, start answering and adding value. That's called marketing. Now, what am I doing here? I'm marketing. How many of you are here for the very first time? Go and type the number 1, please. If you're here for the very first time, just go and type number 1. You're seeing me for the first time. You're listening to me for the first time. Anybody? Andrea for the second time. Anybody for the first time? Now, what does that mean? That means that everyone who is here right now is coming again and again and again and again. That is called the power of your talk, and that's called marketing. How many
power of Sensei, sir.
So just go and type. I want everyone to type marketing. Marketing is nothing but adding value. Marketing is nothing but adding value. So you don't have to be scared of it, because what am I doing? I'm not answering a question, but I'm adding value to you. And if you are with the intentional, there's a book called Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. If you got the intention, it's not about your action, it is the intention behind your action. And my action is speaking, but my intention is to add value. You're with me, Rashid? So if your intention is clear, your action will help you. Got it? So therefore, come up with the intention to help other people. And also there's a leadership, which I'll be talking on the 11th. That's a Malayalam program. Those who are interested to listen to me in Malayalam, make sure that you contact me. If you're there in my group, definitely you'll be getting the link. It's going to be on 11th. And on the 11th, there is something that I'm going to share for the very, very first time. Very, very first time. Who wants to get into business? Who wants to get into business and learn business leadership? I'm going to, for the very first time in Malayalam, I'm going to announce something on the 11th. Be ready, and be ready with your credit card or debit card. Don't come free there. My training is free, but make sure that you carry your debit card, and there should be at least 10,000 rupees in your debit card, because I'm going to give you something which is going to be, the actual price is going to be in lakhs and lakhs, but I'm going to give you that for 9,999. I'm sharing it right now. Don't miss the chance, because there will not be a second chance. There will be only two chances. One is on the 11th and the second one is on 18th, but 18th is not for you. 18th is for another group. So the 11th is for you. So don't miss that. At the end of the session, it's going to be a 2-hour session, free session. And the end of the session, I'm going to introduce something which is called the FBA program, the Freedom Business Accelerator program. And make sure that you be there and you take it, and you will be very good in your business. Okay. It's good for anyone who wants to get into that sort of industry. That's going to help you. And this, for the very first time, I'm going to teach that in Malayalam, because I want to capture the hearts of Malayalis. That's what my intention is. Okay, good. So did I answer your question?
Yeah.
And what did I do now?
Sorry?
What did I do now?
Yeah, you are answering our questions.
No, I did marketing.
No, you are adding values. You're adding values.
I added value, and I also did the marketing. I said, 11th, bring your 10,000 rupees. I did every marketing right now. I didn't do any sales, but I did my marketing right now. How many of you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Always keep in mind, if you add value, and if you, along with adding value, if you propose something, definitely people will come and buy. Okay.
Sensei sir, I would also like to be in your group, Andrea. I
Okay.
also want to be a member.
You can check with your uncle, Anish uncle, and he'll help you out.
Anish uncle, Anish uncle will add me today.
Yeah. Okay, he'll do that. Right. So let's go to the next caller, please. And we have got 10 minutes more. 10 minutes.
Sensei,
exactly.
may I ask?
Yes, sure.
Yes, Sensei, now I am practicing the same. I am giving this Q&A session after every my session.
Okay.
That gives a good result. Now people giving good feedback about that.
Yeah.
And my question is connected with Rashid's question. 10,000 hours of practice makes a person expert.
Yeah.
Is it a scientific one? Is it real?
Okay, good. It is an old saying. It's a Chinese saying, the 10,000 hours of practice. And it's also connected with something else and this is something that I always use, that if there are two people and one person practice 10,000 kicks once, and the other person practice one kick 10,000 times, the person who practices one kick 10,000 times, he becomes a champion. So this is coming from the Asian culture. When I say Asian culture, it's mostly from, I think it should be from Japan or from China, because as a martial artist, there are many things that we have to learn. Anybody martial artist here, say I. If you are a martial artist, just go and type I, a martial artist. So if you are coming from martial art, and if you are from the Shotokan karate, then there is something called Hyan Shodan, Hyan Nidan, Hyan Sandan, Hyan Godan, Tiki Shudan, Tiki Nidan, Tiki Sandan, Basadai Jion, MP Kangodai, Basaisho Kankusho Unchu, Nijisho, Gankango, Gojishodai, Gojisho, Shu Wonkan Mikyo. Now that is Japanese, okay? You don't have to learn that. Okay, just like you say Ichni Sanchi Go Ruk Sich Hach Kuju, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is Japanese. Okay, so don't learn all those things. Okay, I know I can see Anish is completely wondered, what is it? What am I talking about? Now, there is one thing which I mentioned all this. There's one thing which is called Tiki Shodan. Tiki Shodan is a form or a kata. They say that if you practice that 10,000 times, nobody can defeat you in your life. Okay, that is one form. Just like we say in Kalari, we say Kalari Adavugal, what is called as Adavu or technique. That is in karate, there are different forms. One of the forms is called Tiki or Nihanchi Shodan in Okinawa. In Japan mainland, they call it Tiki Shodan. If you practice that 10,000 times, your feet, your body, your lower abdomen, your thighs becomes very strong, as if you're fighting on the horse's back. Okay, as if you're sitting on the horse's back and you're fighting. That's a technique called Tiki Shodan. If you practice it 10,000 times, then nobody can defeat you. What does that mean? Can you practice it 10,000 times? The answer is no. You can't practice it for 10,000 times, but that is the same. That means you will have to repeat the things again and 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 again to become a champion. That's where you need patience. And that's what Tony Robbins says, that repetition is the mother of all skills. And this is something that I have to learn from my teacher. His name is Achudan Podwal, who is no more in this world. He was my English teacher. He was my class teacher. He said, Farookh, practice something for 20 times and you will never forget. And even today, at the age of 54, I learned and I practiced what my teacher taught in 1982. Okay, so the 10,000 is just a number. It's not about doing different things. And the same thing applies. Do not go and learn different things. Learn one thing. Practice that, teach that, learn that, re-practice that, practice that, teach that. Don't go for 10 things. Once you're mastered in that, then go for the next. And that applies everywhere in life.
Yes.
And that will help you to grow vertically and not horizontally. Okay, did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? Yes.
Very clear. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're most welcome. So let's go for the next caller, 6 minutes more.
Sensei sir, how do you manage your time even to spend with us and talk with us? How do you manage your time?
I don't manage my time at all, Andrea. I don't manage my time. I prioritize my time.
But seeing you in this video, I think you are every time time managing a person who manages time in a particular way by keeping a timetables.
I'm very particular in my time. Everyone knows that. I'm very particular. Even 1 minute, losing of 1 minute is like killing me. I'm very particular, very specific on time. So therefore, if I want to start at 7:30, sharp 7:30, everyone knows that sharp 7:30, I'll be starting and I'll go till 9. Sometimes if I want to complete a question, sometimes I might go beyond that. Otherwise, 9 o'clock. It's not about managing my time. It's all about prioritizing what is important to me. After 9 o'clock, my time is for my family. 7:30 to 9 o'clock, it's for you, my family in my online world show family. But from 9 o'clock onwards, it's for my wife. So I have to give importance to her because life, I can't just live with her, and I can't live only with you because it's a society. Where there was a research which was done for more than 75 years in the United States, where people were taken for 75 years. They were looked at, and you can go and do this. You can go and check this on YouTube, on TED Talk. 75 years, the longest research which was done in human history. 75 years, a bunch of people, I think that was from Boston, and there was another people who were taken from other part of United States for 75 years. Many of them became president of the country, many of them became multimillionaires, many of them became drug addicts, many became different parts of the line. And they were looking at what makes you happy. And after 75 years, and every year they're checked, their physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, financial, everything has been checked. And after 75 years, it is not the money that makes them happy. It is not the job that makes them happy. It is not the promotion that makes them happy. There is only one thing that makes happy. Everybody in that 75 years of research, many people died, many people died. But the end result was only when you are in a community, and when you are associated with people and you are mingling with people, when you joke and when you have that sort of fun, only then brings happiness in you. You're with me? So when I'm here, I'm in my community. I'm sharing. It's an ecosystem. So I need to be here. So that gives me the energy and the power. Then when I'm back, I should be with my wife and my kids and my dad and my parents. So I have to take care of them as well. So only when you are with people around you, that's when you can grow and excel in your life. Or if you think that I can do everything, then you're wrong, because that's selfishness. Do you agree with that? So do not be yourself, because you can't do everything. You can't do everything. There should be somebody to help you, and you should be kind enough to say that, can you help me? You should be kind enough to say that I need some help at some times. If you say that I'm good for everything, no, nobody's good for everything. Today, it was my student who took me on in my car. He drove me to the doctor. Now, this student is a student of mine for 40 years. 40 years, he's my student. Just imagine. 40 years, he's been my student. He's one of my best students, 40 years. He gave my name to his 2 kids. Just imagine that. He gave my name, the name Sensei, to 2 of his kids. That is the relationship that you have to build. Okay? A relationship can't be built in 1 day. It takes time. Andrea, got it? Yes.
Yeah, got it, sir.
3 minutes more.
When will you come to meet us in Kerala?
I'm in Kerala now.
I thought you are somewhere out.
No, I'm in Kerala right now. I'm in the middle of Kerala right now.
Oh my God.
Okay. Good. Next question, please. Anyone who can ask me one question, I'll answer that one last question, please.
Leader Andrea just came to us and asked a question. So I just wanted to say to Leader Anish, Anata no saiko no rida.
Oh, arigatou gozaimasu.
Gambatte. Gambatte means do your best for your repetition in Japanese.
She knows Japanese, okay? Okay, some of our family members, they know Japanese, okay? Arigatou gozaimasu.
Sensei sir, what did that Chechi say?
The
That
Chechi said something in Japanese.
What did that?
Okay.
Something fishy.
No, it's not fishy. It's a good thing that she said. She said something good. Okay, let's take one last question. I got 1 minute more, but I'll just one question, even if it's taking more than 1 minute. I'll take one last question. Anyone, last chance.
Sir.
Yes, go ahead, very fast. Yes, go ahead. What's your name? Where are you from? I'll take this one last question, though we have got 1 minute, but I'll answer. I'll do my best to answer your question. Yes, what's your question, please? And where are you from?
Murshid from Malappuram.
Murshid, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, please. Murshid, what's your question? Go ahead.
So my question is it necessary to be a coach to be certified?
Is it necessary to be a coach to be certified, or is it necessary to be certified to be a coach?
Yes, you are right.
Okay, no, you don't have to be certified.
Yeah.
You don't have to be certified. Maybe to become a counselor, you have to be certified, but to become a coach, you don't have to be certified. There is an organization which is called the ICF. Mr. Benny was talking about ICF. ICF stands for International Coaching Federation. You don't require that because people are not looking for your certification. They are looking for the result. Am I right? So Murshid, if you're coming to me and if you're having a coaching session with me, you will never ask me whether I've got a certification. You will see whether I can provide you results. Am I right? People are looking for results, not for certification. However, if you're applying for a position in an organization which is looking for a coach, sometimes they could ask you for a certification. And today in the world, the most respected certificate is the ICF certification. But I know there are a lot of people, a lot of coaches who are ICF certificate holder. They have been my coach and they are not with ICF anymore. Okay, they are not with ICF anymore, and I have learned from them. I have trained from them, from the best of the best in the world, in the United States. So therefore, answering the question, do you require a certification to become a coach? The answer is absolutely no. We give certification. If you want to become a coach, then you can just join our group. If you want to become a trainer, you can join our group. Our training program is for 60 days. It's amazing training program. It's amazing training program. It's a 60-day program. We call it Train the Trainer Intensive Program. If you want anyone who wants to become a trainer, yes, 60 days. If you want to become a coach, 30 days. We'll make sure that you become a coach within 30 days. And after 30 days, again, you can come with us. You'll be there. There are a lot of certified coaches right now sitting here who are watching us, and you can also come again. And the third thing is what we do is if you want to become a speaker or a presenter, we'll help you there. These are the 3 courses that we do. And beside that, we are going to come up with a new one, which I said FBA, which is the Freedom Business Accelerator, which is going to be introduced on the 11th. This would be the 4th course that we are introducing. Again, certification is not important. However, we give our certification. With that, ladies and gentlemen, all the coaches, take care of yourself. Good night and nice to see you all, and hope to see you day after tomorrow. If you are a Malayali, if you can understand Malayalam, that means on Saturday, we'll be having same program in Malayalam version. That would be at 7:30. You take care of yourself, and God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Sensei, Saturday is 10th, right?
Saturday is 10th, yes.
You said 11th something. Yeah.
No, 11th is the Malayalam program outside.
Oh.
10th is our recharge program. 10th is a recharge program, which is day after tomorrow. But the program which I'm conducting, that is on the 11th. That is going to be in Clubhouse, not this one. It is to be Clubhouse, and I'm expecting around about 1,000 people. I'm expecting 1,000 people. That's why I'm asking you, all of you, to be there, because this would be the first 1,000 people who would be getting my product. So don't miss that, because there are 1,000 people. That's why I'm reducing the fee from more than 1 lakh to 10,000. So be there with your card ready, because I'll be giving you a window time only for 15 minutes. And if you want to buy my program, it's going to be an amazing program which you have never seen. I can guarantee, I can challenge that you have never seen that program, and be ready to buy it, because you will be the first in my list. Thanks a lot, and take care of yourself. Ciao.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei. Good night.
Good night.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.